Out to the left it goes. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior, he's found a way through. It is a corner. Koundé clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's surging through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Martinez. And Kubasi. De Jong, Yamal, Mendy did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Terrific header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed.
There's the whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here, the game still up for grabs, and the half-time score 1-0.
It's rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, didn't catch it right. Rafinha. Madrid still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And here's Rodrigo. That's a decent clearance.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Over to the other side. Dani Ceballos. He's in a great position. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Koundé. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Some good work on the right flank here. Valverde. Dani Ceballos.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That is a great pick out. And that's that. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, where international football is concerned, there is no grander occasion than this. Brazil against Argentina speaks for itself, not just in South America, but across the entirety of the planet. Of course, the nature of the rivalry has gone through many changes over the years, but in any given year, in any given era, this is considered in these parts the ultimate game. It is bigger than a derby. It is one nation, one great footballing nation. Decent hit! Good strike, quite an alarm. Alvarez. Well, they can break here. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's had it nicked away. Played out to the left flank. He's in plenty of space here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, there's a player below Peter who loves the high intensity, and it's Lautaro Martinez. His very direct style, as well as the ability to change rhythm, I think he would go down well in a lot of other teams. But the way he likes to press in the final third, it's something that's often overlooked. Something that contributes to that directness. He puts a big shift in.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Bruno Guimaraes. Still goalless. Rafinha. Tagliafico is herring after that one. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Martinez. There they go, hunting in packs.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Wriggles his way through. Cleared away. De Paul.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Molina. De Paul. Oh, he's found support out wide.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Messi. Always onto this. Martinez gets it clear. Oh, strongly challenged there. Alvarez. Danilo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well played. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we...
Belts one! That is decidedly lacking.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Molina.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Dybala bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Just eases him off the ball.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, super find. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Substituição em andamento.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And the action has already restarted.
Acuna.
Fernandes. For De Paul. And Fernandes.
Acuna.
Danilo has got himself a free kick. Now it's Dybala. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Fernandes.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gonzalez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Little doubt, that is a foul. Half-time, extra time. Well, players doing their best with tired minds, tired limbs, close to running on empty, in search of that elusive winner. They have 15 weary minutes to find that, or will it be a case of succumbing to the inevitable? The hostilities have already resumed. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Now that's well seen too. Neymar! Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he's there to clear it. And that is out of play. And it's Neymar. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
McAllister attempts a clearance. Great chance!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Gonzalez. As the final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he has done his bit.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
McAllister is the second man to step up for his team.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Dybala is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Brazil with this chance to pull two clear. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. Oh, he saved it!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Saved it! And that's won it! Brazil have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. No, that's been intercepted. Caught offside that time. Endo. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided, he likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right, and he's very...
Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Endo. Neither side yet able to find the net. Doan. Really fierce, close defending. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's let fly! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Pressing high and with purpose. That'll be a throw-in.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Kubo, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Kubo. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he finish? Kubo goes short. He's picked his way through. South Korea are looking to go forward now.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in going full tilt down the right-hand side. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already... Chance for the header! Goal! Republic of Korea! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
South Korea clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's hoisted clear. Chance to shoot! And that's off target.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
It's a corner.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for...
Speculative strike. Kubo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Son Heung-min. That's going right the way across. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. Succumbs to the pressure.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he goes cross-field. And it's Son Heung-min. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
South Korea surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Japan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
That's been cut out, well played. South Korea close now to seeing this one through to the end.
4 added minutes has been
They're
indicated.
avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
4 extra minutes added on. Great ball if he can get there. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
South Korea really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And now, please turn...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here. Wits! Oh, here's a chance! Struck first time! And that has left him in a heap. And that's put paid to a promising move. Havertz! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. He's having a hit, and again! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Camavinga. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now it's Havertz. Wits! And here's Havertz. Had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Hernandez. Still goalless. Or Conte. Hernandez. He is through here! Gnabry. Havertz. Koundé. Mittelstädt promptly onto that, and that is that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got away! Well, that is one way to stop him. Barcola with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Wirtz. And it's Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. He's gone for goal! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team...
Chance! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
After 55 minutes.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
The attendance for this match was
Chouameni.
71,550.
Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Kante, who does have an assist to his name. Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Germany have it back and can go again. And it's hoisted clear. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Elise to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Hernandez. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that has been cleared. Germany have their second corner now. Chouameni attempts a clearance. It'll be a throw-in. And he's gone searching cross-field, and it's Gnabry.
Germany have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Now he's off and running. Just eases him off the ball.
There will be 3 minutes.
Wits! Dembele. Koundé. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And a quick reminder today,
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Camavinga! It's their first effort on goal.
Camavinga put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that's a mighty effort! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Juranovic. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter...
Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Juranovic, Sucic, foot in. Oh, that's well spotted. Still goalless at the moment. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Baturina. Oh, no joy this time. Pasalic. Now it's Kramaric. Sucic. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot. That had everyone off their seats.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
And now they can clear their lines. That's a shade optimistic. Kovacic. Baturina. And it's Pasalic. It's a really well-measured ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Sosa just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Kovacic. Baturina has it out wide and in space. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 72 306.
Sosa. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he cuts out the supply. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Sucic. Referee's given a throw. Croatia choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Changement.
Barcola. And here's Pasalic.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And he'll shoot here. Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
France with the corner, they're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He'll try to keep this alive. And again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, didn't catch it right. Baturina.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic.
He's gone for goal! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8, le numéro 11. À leur place, le
Look,
numéro
there has to be
24.
more urgency here. The
Le
ball
numéro
has to
12.
get to the other end much faster.
Oh, what a mistake! Kovacic. And it's Modric.
Il y aura 6
Now
minutes
Sousa.
de temps additionnel.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Modric. And it's Modric. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. There will be a throw-in. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And we are already back underway. Piazza. Modric. And it's Kovacic. Juranovic. Piazza. Modric. Guendouzi wins the duel this time. Piazza. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, players doing their best with tired minds, tired limbs, close to running on empty in search of that elusive winner. They have 15 weary minutes to find that, or will it be a case of succumbing to the inevitable? Well, we are already up and running again. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The pass has gone astray. And he gets rid in a hurry. Piazza. Guendouzi gets a foot in here. And here's Barcola.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Mbappe. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Piazza. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. So this one to set the tone. And he does it with poise.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
Sucic is the next man in the spotlight.
Yeah, good pen that. Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Top corner, brilliant penalty.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Juranovic is second man up. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
The third man in the queue. Oh, no!
Oh, that's unlucky, got almost everything right.
The third man in the queue. Stuck away with immaculate poise.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
France looking to draw level. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there, fantastic save.
Mignon must keep this out. This is match point. Oh, he saved it!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
France are looking to save match point. He's missed it! And it's all over! So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Oh, commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's lineup.
They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mane. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Mane.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I have a feeling that Brozovic will be key here, Peter. He's sometimes dismissed as a bit of a jack of all trades, but I see him as a vital link between midfield and defence, as well as someone who likes to go probing by playing everything early. He delivers really quickly up the pitch.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Messi. Mane. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That has been cut short. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Messi. Struck first time. He's done very well to get to that. Really. And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Luis Suarez. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that is one way to stop him. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And he's there to clear it. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The goal scorer after 57 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
The attendance for this match was
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Mane chasing after it.
Might want to be careful there.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that should get the job done.
Substitution in progress.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Messi.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played back in. And here's Suarez. And it's Jordi Alba. Defending of the desperate variety. And that has been cleared.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. 100,000 plus in unison. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position. And his skill on the ball makes him very pleasing on the eye too. You'll get some real enjoyment out of this guy.
Okay, interesting. And that gets things running. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Son Heung-min.
Nice ball.
Oyarzabal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Bajcetic. Well, that is one way to stop him. Out towards the flank. Sandro Ramirez. Fagioli. And it's Messi. And Caicedo. Jimenez. Robertson, and it's Son Heung-min. Oyarzabal proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's been shifted off it. Fagioli. To Messi. McBurney. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Caicedo. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bajcetic. Back towards the middle.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bajcetic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caicedo. Opts for safety. And Jimenez. And it's Messi. Valverde. And it's Messi. And Robertson. Throw in. Sandro Ramirez. McBurney. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Messi. Fagioli. Lovely bit of skill.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Akanji. Caicedo. No, he's not getting his way this time. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bajcetic. Sandro Ramirez. Now McBurney. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Here we go again then.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Can he get it through? Now it's McBurney. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away. Sandro Ramirez. Mikel Oyarzabal, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He is through here! So nearly the perfect ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Fagioli. That's been cut out, well played. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Bajcetic. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Now it's McBurney. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, he's been caught on it here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Valverde.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Caicedo. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Robertson, over to the left. Fagioli.
Might want to be careful there.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, this looks sharp. No, again, there's no way through. And it's Messi. Fagioli. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Sandro Ramirez. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Las Palmas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Messi. Fagioli. Caicedo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Puts in a cross. A mighty effort! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That's a shade optimistic.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he welcomes it in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Valverde and Akanji, and that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills, the odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mikel Oyarzabal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from...
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs 2 of the 3 central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So off we go then. Lejeune. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He is through here. Chance! They've scored!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 6 el dorsal 11.
Vallecas gain their reward with an early goal. Son Heung-min. That has been slung wide. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Lejeune. Caicedo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oyarzabal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, sweet feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has been clubbed away. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Robertson. Ball is over the line. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Robertson.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Too much on that, it's gone out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that has not gone well. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he was quick to react. Vallecas were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Fagioli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Caicedo. For Valverde. And it's Messi. Fagioli. Caicedo. To Messi. Half an hour played now. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's forced to go back. Vallecas looking to pass their way through. Drilled it. He's had a hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Messi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Robertson. Fagioli. And Caicedo. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Oyarzabal. Out to the right. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Fagioli. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Oyarzabal. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gives it back, and it's Messi. Valverde. Oh, that's nice. Valverde. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That's a throw. Robertson. That's going to go a long way. Caicedo. Now it's Son Heung-min.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Barcelona still this single goal behind. That is ended up in no man's land. Jimenez. Fagioli. Who played through for the wide man. It is a corner.
Asciende a 28.599 espectadores.
Son Heung-min with the clearance. And that's been a real chance! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Valverde. Fagioli. Barcelona finding their passes. And he skips past his man. That's very neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the keeper beats it away. A corner it is then. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. He can run onto that. Fagioli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Valverde. Messi. Played into space out wide.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious.
Big header! He will be livid with himself.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
El dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por
Valverde.
el dorsal 14, el dorsal 15, el dorsal
Barcelona
8.
are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And Caicedo.